Illinois' governor accused of trying to sell Barack Obama's Senate seat.
Do you think he should resign? Oh, I'm sure that he should. I would hope that he would resign.
We're really in a situation here in the state of Illinois where we don't have a governor who can legitimately govern.
What kind of guy is he? What kind of political figure is he?
The governor has his style. I think that style hasn't worked for him or anyone else.
How much damage will the scandal do to the president-elect?
It's a little premature for any of us to speculate.
The Obama campaign should and will give all information necessary. I have some confidence that all the information will come out. It always does, it seems to me.
There's another party in this, and that's the United States Attorney in Chicago. Before anybody says anything, I suspect all of this has to be cleared with Mr. Fitzgerald.
I suspect Patrick Fitzgerald does not want them talking about details of contacts, much as they might like to, and much as it would be beneficial to them.
That is really the only explanation, because I mean, these are not stupid people. They know the first rule of damage control is to get
it all out.
Something out.
Do you have any concerns about the potential involvement of the president-elect?
I do not know the extent or even the existence of those contacts. It doesn't appear from what I've heard so far that there's anything improper that has occurred.
Even if there's no legal exposure, could that embarrass the president-elect?
Governor Blagojevich has embarrassed all the citizens of Illinois.
I'm embarrassed. I'm from Illinois.
But I think that the President-elect Obama can take credit. Governor Blagojevich knew who he was dealing with and spoke about President-elect Obama's unwillingness to be involved in any of these shenanigans in no uncertain terms, unprintable terms.
Very salty language, very salty language.
Salty language. Obama promised transparency. We got to read these fantastic transcripts.
Look, it isn't pretty. It's not a pretty case. It looks as if when the facts do come out, they'll probably exculpate Obama and his team.
We turn now to the auto bailout, or lack thereof. In your effort to negotiate a deal, were you trying to do it all on the back of the unions, or were you saying everybody had to get what's being called now a haircut?
Everybody. Haircut.
Everybody's going to have to take a haircut.
Haircut.
Last week's failure by Senator Corker and the Republican caucus proves that we should keep the Congress of the United States away from the bargaining table.
They've just opened a new visitor center in the Capitol building, and I think they should sell cotton candy and candied apples and popcorn and turn the thing into a theme park because the Congress of the United States has precious little to do with governance.
The bill failed, and then the White House right away said, we're going to bail them out.
The executive branch said, well, it's nice to have Congress's opinion, but it just doesn't matter.
The reason that it didn't pass was and Yellowfinger told me this, he knew the White House.
Head of the UAW.
He knew the White House would bail them out.
No, sir, I did not tell him that. I do not know where he's come up with that.
It was very clear that his leadership did not want an agreement. That is a political agenda at a time when the economy is teetering on the edge. People cannot play games with this.
We're not in the business of playing Harry Carey with this.
This is the beginning of probably hundreds of billions of dollars.
It's not about just continuing to give additional loans. It's about giving them time to be able to restructure.
I don't think it's very smart for a bunch of Southern Republicans to decide that the future of the Republican Party is to beat up, working-class union members.
I have never been prouder of my conference.
Another surprise visit to Baghdad, a much orderly procession than we've seen in previous visits. I'm sure the president will point to a sign of the stability in the country.
The most extraordinary thing, you may or may not believe this, just a short time ago at a press conference with Prime Minister Maliki, an Iraqi man stood up in the press conference and threw a shoe at President Bush. President Bush is said to have remarked, "This was a size 10 shoe he threw at me, you may want to know."